Today we're discussing ice cream and kidney disease and what ice creams you can have. Thanks for tuning in. This is Robert Galarowitz, kidney survivor, Healthy Kidney Inc. Subscribe if you're new to our channel where we empower you with information to help your kidney health. Now, if you have kidney disease, you've probably been told you should avoid ice cream. And yes, for the most part, you really shouldn't have ice cream in your diet if you have poor kidney health. The reason is ice cream has a lot of sodium, a lot of sugar, a lot of protein, a lot of unhealthy fats, and generally a lot of things that aren't good for kidney health. But you like ice cream, you want to have some ice cream. Every once in a while, I want to have some ice cream. So what ice cream do you have? So I've got 3 options here of plant-based ice creams that are okay for people with kidney disease. Now, the cool thing about the vegan movement, I gotta love the vegan movement going on in the United States right now because it provides so many people with kidney disease more food options than there were before. I remember about 20 years ago, when I was in the early stages of kidney disease, before I had kidney failure, I was out in the supermarkets looking for ice cream that was acceptable. And the only one I could find at that point was a rice-based one, which I don't even see anymore. But now we got three brands that I'm gonna go over. There's more brands out there, but these are 3 that are very commonly found at most supermarkets, grocery stores, large retailers. So number 1 on the list of kidney-friendly ice creams is Oatly. Okay, Oatly is O-A-T-L-Y. Pretty sure. And that's a plant-based ice cream using oats. And the good thing about this, they have a variety of flavors like the other brands, but they're fairly low sodium. So just gonna go to my nutrition facts. So when I looked at the Oatly line, I looked at a bunch of them. So if you're gonna pick one, you wanna really look at that one in particular and avoid any of the ones that are like salted cashew ice cream, anything like that, because it's gonna be way too much sodium. But most in the line were pretty good. I looked at the strawberry, a few others. So generally they've got about 35 milligrams of sodium, sometimes 50, and that's per 2/3 of a cup. That's almost a full cup. So that's really good, where ice cream, usually the serving size is a half cup. Calories are always low. You're looking in the area for a whole pint, anywhere from 250 to 400 calories for a whole pint. That's really good because regular ice cream has really high calories where it's easy to gain weight, easier to throw your blood sugars off. As far as Oatly, generally the protein was like 1 to 2 milligrams per 2/3 of a cup. So even on people on a low protein diet can still include a little Oatly. Just make sure you get that ice cream that has 1 gram. They have 1 and 2. But that all depends on how low protein you're going. The one thing, they did have a little bit more sugar. They had 20 grams of sugar that they add in per 2/3 of a cup. So if you're a diabetic, you might want to watch out for that and just be mindful of that. So that's Oatly. For the most part, very kidney friendly, very good. Potassium levels aren't high and phosphorus levels are almost none, very little, very little. And since it's plant-based, we don't absorb that phosphorus very well. Next brand, Halo Top, dairy-free options. Halo Top is very popular, a lot of supermarkets. It's also good because it's a lower calorie count. Plant-based generally means lower calories. Generally, the sugar, it's got less sugar. Okay, that was a good thing. It had less sugar than Oatly. It was probably around half the sugar, so it was more diabetic friendly. Calories range, sodium range. Sodium was a little bit on the higher end compared to Oatly. It was 110 to up to 150 milligrams of sodium per 2/3 of a cup was a serving. Same thing, just be mindful, look at those options. But when you're at the store, you have Oatly and Halo, so 2 good choices. Now the last one, okay, was Cado Ice Cream, like avocado. So they have variety and they make them from an avocado puree. That's C-A-D-O, Cado Ice Cream. You can look up online. Now when you hear that, you think avocado, it's probably going to be really high in potassium. Not all the flavors were. Now the serving size with this was a half cup, so it's smaller than the other 2 I mentioned, but it did have anywhere from 50 to 200 milligrams of potassium per serving. So if you're on a potassium restricted diet, you probably want to look to avoid that one unless you really look for that 50 milligram potassium one. As far as sugar, it was fairly good on sugar, fairly low on protein. I think it was 13 grams of sugar on my list, so that's pretty good for diabetics. And all 3 of these were low in protein because they're plant-based and they didn't add extra protein in them. And that lower protein just makes it really ideal for any kidney diet out there, because you don't have to worry about the excess stress. So you want ice cream. Right now it's the summer months. Maybe you want to get a little bit. Look for those 3 brands, okay? Oatly, Halo Top, and then Cado Ice Cream, Cado Ice Cream, okay? The first 2 are in most major retailers everywhere. The third one, a little harder to find, but it's an option for you. Thanks for watching, everybody. To your best kidney health, from one kidney survivor to another. Enjoy those friendly kidney ice creams.